Hello, Dr. Carter, my classmate. Hope everybody's doing great and we can't wait to get this thing done. Talking about how I'm led to this path to become a nurse and then nurse practitioner student. Initially, I was a car salesman and I think I was very good at it and I'm not bragging. Um, but I wasn't making a lot of money. And selling car is based on if you don't sell a car, you don't make money. So, but I was doing well also in terms of being helpful to the customer. I won so many awards, appreciation letter from customer that I helped who didn't intentionally want to buy a car and they ended up buying a car just because of the service that I provided. And I also won car salesman of the month for many months. And I thought, looking at my life at that time, looking at the employment at that time, and looking at the future for my kids and my family. And if I was not making enough money, I thought about what I was able to do in terms of providing service, excellent service, and caring attitude to my customer. So I thought to myself, I was going to do any other job, I think maybe, or a career path. And I've always loved to go to school. So I thought, you know what, maybe I can do nursing. So I didn't regret taking that decision. So that's what led me to become a registered nurse. So I went to university to get my BSN. Thank God, everybody was supportive, my family and everyone that I come across. So after becoming a nurse practitioner, after becoming a registered nurse, I started out from working in the ER and across to different nursing units, ICU, telemed, such, name it. I became a charge nurse in the ER, and also through my being my caring attitude towards the patient, and the only thing that kind of compelled me to become a nurse practitioner was the fact that many times when I try to discharge my patient, from ER or from telefloor, they always told me, you know what, maybe you should be a doctor because you are very thorough, explaining things that I didn't even know, that even the doctor didn't tell them. And I kind of break things down easily for them. So it's like, you need to be a doctor. Maybe you should be a doctor. So this was coming back to me every time. And I'm like, you know what? It's too late for me to go to medical school, but maybe if I can become a nurse practitioner. So because I get all that compliment from the patient, like, sometimes the way doctor explain things to them, they don't really understand, and the doctor didn't really have much patience with them, so they didn't even bother to ask any questions. So that's why I get the idea that, maybe I can advance my career, by becoming a nurse practitioner. Maybe then, if I have the opportunity down in the future, then maybe I can get my DMP. Then that's a doctor of nursing practice. So this is why I become, a nurse practitioner student, and that's what led me to take up the challenge, and I've never regretted, and I thank God for making that decision. Talking about the challenges along the way. So I started this program in 2018, so I should have finished 2020. But I'll tell you the story why I'm still here. So I should have finished May 2020. But when COVID started precisely in 2020, so there was no clinical to be done at that time. So the school was having problem too with the nurse practitioner students. So then I pick up nursing assignment, since I'm still an agency nurse at that time. So I had to travel to New York, since I couldn't continue my FMP program at that time because of the COVID. So I traveled to New York, pick up assignment. From New York, I went to Texas. So that's why I've been traveling since 2021 and also last year. So then I said to myself, so this is one of the challenging things that I eventually now overcome. So I thought to myself, like, I've never started anything that I've never finished. This is not going to be a good legacy for my children, my family, to see that I only have a few classes, especially 2 or 3 classes to finish this program, and I'm still working hard to make money or what. So then I came back this year. I tried to come back last year, but because of the job and other responsibilities, so I stopped. And now this year, I said, you know what, I have to do it. So I started back this year, precisely March, and here I am. I only have a few days to finish. So this is one of the challenges that I overcome, and I thank God for that, for giving me that, mental strength and physical strength to be able to overcome this. So, talking about what I've learned in this class, I've learned so much in this class, to be honest, and I thank God for that. I thank Dr. Carter and everyone that come or that come across or that I came across. I have to thank them for that. All my classmates for your posts and everything. So being a registered nurse is always different from now being a provider. As a registered nurse, doctor always take the credits because always doctors are patient and all that, despite the fact that we do so much, and doctor is always on the driver's seat. But now, through all my clinical rotation, things that I've learned in terms of formulating diagnosis, ordering different tests and things like that, how will you take care of this patient? I put myself in that kind of provider, role, and see how sometimes it's been easy or difficult for to kind of come down to this patient has this or complains so much about this or that. So the ROS, review of the system, kind of help you to narrow things down and know exactly what you need to do in terms of providing the care for the patient. So thank God I'm able to do that. And also talking about my future goals. My future goal are in 2 ways or 3 ways. One, once I get my pass my board, as soon as I'm done, maybe in the next 2 months, I want to try hard to read, study everything that I need to do. So pass my board and start working, and all that. But also once I'm able to get my full authority of practice in state of Illinois, I would love in one day to have my own practice. I'll have my own clinic pretty much and concentrate on taking care of adults and geriatric patients. I was already talking to the doctors where I do my clinical rotation, and I'm already talking to him about maybe starting there, and he's willing to take me, so that's a good thing. And also, I have the goal in the future to become a doctor of nursing practice, so I have my DMP by God's grace. And also, once I get my private practice, I want to give back to the community, start a clinic outreach to help those people in the community to create awareness about high blood pressure, diabetes, and all kinds of health care conditions that sometimes a lot of people don't know about, just to create that awareness and provide that service. So once again, I want to thank Dr. Carter for everything, Lord, that you've done in this, because for the DMP program, this particular class is a foundation to it, and I appreciate the way that you have taught us in this class and everything that you have done. And also my classmate, I wish you the best of luck in your career. Nobody can never tell. We will meet again sometime in the DMP class for those that have the goal to pursue that. So I wish you the best in your exam and everything. Thank you.